Hey, this is Yulia and welcome to my channel. Today we're talking about studying effectively in a college or university. I know many of you have started their new school year. Well, first of all, congrats. Second of all, let's see how to actually make it work in a college, in a university. As someone who studied for 18 years, I have a lot to share with you guys. One thing to remember before we proceed: grades do not define you as a person, they just exist to mark your assignments whether you did or did not do the work. But don't slack and procrastinate and get C's. Grades still matter in real world. Some of the obvious tips would be: pay attention in class and ask questions. That's why you pay money and go into school in the first place. If you don't understand something, just stay after classes and ask your peers, your teachers, your TAs, and pay a lot of attention in the class. But my main tip is that planning is key. If you plan your day, week, month well, then you will succeed in your studies. In the beginning of semester, teachers will give you all the assignments, all the finals, everything that you'll need to know by the end of the year, meaning you will see all the deadlines, all the grading schemes, so that way you can put all the dates in the calendar. So once you open the app or open your agenda, you'll see all the important dates. This way you can plan your time accordingly. I feel like missed deadlines are just a result of poor planning. Plan ahead so you don't end up panicking, being like, what do I do? Like, why is this assignment due tomorrow? Well, the teacher told you that 2 months ago. What helped me a lot during my college years is creating a schedule, being like, hey, okay, so this day I'm studying for this class because let's say I have it tomorrow. This day I'm doing some group assignments. This one is for like online classes. This way I know, let's say Wednesday 3 p.m. I'm doing my online stuff. I would also block some time slots in my calendars. This way my phone will be like, hey, it's time to study. I'm watching you, Miss Yulia. Another thing that helped me a lot is keeping the desk clean. Leave on the desk just the things you need for your studies. No, distracting things like phones or whatever. Just leave your books, computer if you need it, maybe like a timer, and the water, because hydration is important, my friends. If you're feeling the urge to be distracted, you're like, I want to check my Instagram DMs. Well, then you can try the Pomodoro technique. Basically, you study for 25 minutes and then you have a 5-minute break. Works like magic because you have the motivation to open your Instagram after you study. So you study, and then finally you open Instagram. Another tip for efficient studies would be opt in for electronic books. Many people say that paper books are the best books, but I don't agree. Hear me out. Yes, paper books are cool and they smell nice, but you can do so many things with electronic ebooks. One of my favorite apps is Pearson Textbooks, and oh my god, there are so many cool things you can do with the book. You can bookmark stuff, you can get ready for an exam with a flashcard, you can highlight stuff, you can make some comments, stuff like that, and then you can search. That's the best part, because when you write everything or you have a paper book and you need to find something, it's gonna be like, good old times, like. With electronic textbooks, you can literally Ctrl F and search for the information you need. Pearson eText has all the textbooks you need. You have affordable prices starting from $29.99. If you are a student in Canada, you know that textbooks cost a lot, especially the paper ones. So digital textbooks are a great alternative to the paper ones. Also, they're available 24/7. Also, they don't weigh at all. Like, first of all, you're saving the planet. Second of all, you have all your stuff available on your phone, on your laptop, on your tablet. Anywhere you go, you will have your Pearson eText with all the textbooks ready for you. Don't forget to check Pearson eText out. I'll leave all the links in the description box down below. You'll thank me later. If you're studying for your finals or midterms, what helped me a lot was changing study spots. So basically, I would study at home or on campus. But then when I had my exams, we would go to a whole different place, let's say a coffee shop, and study there. You have the new environment, you have this, studying aesthetics. So this way you're super motivated to study, especially if you study with your classmates. Because if any of you has questions, you can always ask each other and help each other out. Also, I feel like a new study environment kind of forces you to study because you're like, what else do I do there? You literally have no other option but study. My favorite places were, as I mentioned before, coffee shops and libraries. If you are a student, share in the comments which study place is your favorite. If an assignment seems difficult to you, you can try breaking it into smaller pieces. Let's say you need to write an essay. Open the grading scheme and literally go through every single point that your teacher mentioned. This way, it would be easier for you to follow the guideline and make some progress. As for me, when I was writing my essays and papers, I would start with things that I already know. Let's say it's an essay, I would be like, okay, this thing, I know I'm gonna write it down. And then, while I was writing all that stuff, I was like, oh, I have an idea for that one and for that one. And then, this way, it's gonna become easier and easier. Because sometimes you look at the essay topic and you're like, the hell am I supposed to write here? But then when you start brainstorming and writing things down, this way you'll see some progress and it might get easier to write the whole thing. The next tip literally works for everything. Practice makes perfect. I get comments like, Yulia, I need 120 at Duolingo exam, like I'm getting 105, 110. Should I take the exam? The answer is no. Once you start getting your 120s somewhere at the bottom or like at the top mark, then you can take the exam. Because if you have, let's say, an average of 105 and you need 115, I don't want to bring it to you, but you're not gonna get 115 somehow magically. So practice makes perfect. Practice, and you'll get the result. And as I'm getting older, I realized one thing. Sleep and nutrition are literally essential for all your studying. You can do whatever you want in terms of studying, but if you don't sleep and eat well, it's gonna be hard for you to study effectively. Get an 8-hour sleep, eat nutritious food. Don't snack all the time. Don't stay up late. I remember writing my final paper for university. I drank, I think, 4 Red Bulls and I stayed till 6 a.m. until I submitted my paper, and it was terrible. Honestly, don't do that. It's bad for you, for your mental health, for your health. Sleep well and then study in the morning. And again, don't be shy and ask questions in class because that's why you're there. You can always find tutoring sessions on campus. You can always ask your peers, your teachers, TAs. It's totally fine. In the beginning, I was like super shy. If I didn't understand something, I was like, whatever. But then I was like, excuse me, can you please explain? And teachers help me every single time. And this is it for today. I hope the video was helpful. You can always support me and hit that like button, leave a comment and share the video with your friends so YouTube promotes this video and other people see it too. And I see you guys next week. Bye!